I became exactly what I wanted to. I became a millionaire at 22. Telling girls I love them and they love me too. Ooh. I don't question if they mean it, cause I know they do. Started being me when I realized it was okay too. Middle school bumping Waka Flocka, all they do. First album and I know just how it's gonna debut. Track 3 is where I tell her we gon' rendezvous. I'm signed to the gatekeepers. Don't believe the gossip cause it ain't true. Half of the dreams I had already came true. And they never told me anything I couldn't do. I got a mirror in my room I like to look into. At 17 I never thought that I would look this cute. Classmates can't believe the place I took it to. If I didn't rap then I would be a good masseuse. Fun fact, but it's a hidden talent cause she rubbing my back. All these different cities I'm becoming sidetracked. She leaving my hotel wearing something I packed. My wardrobe spread across the whole map. Jay Wise used to book me for the open mics. Kills me when they act like this was overnight. Like we didn't do a tour in a tiny van. 8 deep at the show, it might be 8 fans. That builds character, something y'all could probably use more of. If I told the truth to her, I know she'd be tore up. They love it when I rap and I don't even put a chorus. Turkey on ciabatta from the deli, shout to Moras. 30 grand to show up, we might as well pour up. Fake handshakes, we know you ain't going for us. Ooh, it's something about your aura, I know.
Welcome. We're back. Gonna be taking this full time for like a month now. Got done with finals, fall semester is over. So I'm super hyped about that. Gonna be streaming every single day now except for Friday at 9 EST. So, hopefully it goes well. Hit that like button if you support the free analysis. Hit that subscribe button if you have not already. And if you want to send me a tip, it's the pinned comment in the chat. But just getting started off with things. We're looking at the trade setups. Just to recap, GoCo hit the target on Monday, 20% profit. VRM hit the first target today of $39, 16% up since the entry. HZO also hit the short-term target for 12% profit. NLS is up 7%, Rocket 6%, Fisker 6%, and if you follow me on Twitter, yesterday I warned about the drop on Fisker before it happened, and then today I called like the move on Fisker before it happened to the upside. So I'm gonna go over that and how I did that, especially with the VWAP and stuff. But yeah, that's Fisker. And then Wendy's, it did fall, only up 2% since the entry. ABT 1% since the entry. Had a little pop, then it sold off a bit today. Again, it moves really slow. It's a long-term one. I think they got FDA approval for like rapid tests for COVID and stuff. So ILMN, another slow one, 1%. SPR and Walmart was 0%. All those are very new trades. They're gonna take time. KNDI, the hidden bullish divergence confirmed. We're gonna go over it at some point tonight. Just down like 1% since the entry. And then XRP was a failed trade. It's a crypto, but I put out an XRP post tonight and it went crazy. I posted at I don't remember exactly what, it might have been like 54 cents I posted it at, and it went to 58. So crypto is going crazy right now. Bitcoin hit an all-time high. I posted Bitcoin at 11K. Right now Bitcoin is almost at $22,000. I think we should just get started by looking at Bitcoin. Crypto is what really got me into trading, even though now I mainly focus on stocks. But let's get to the charting. Keep on hitting that like button. We need 6 more likes to hit 20 likes. So if you support the free analysis, I'm literally giving this my all for the next month, and obviously after that, but I'm just saying I don't really have that much on my plate compared to what I had to do, you know, for the last month. I have a lot of things I work on, not even school, just a bunch of other things. But yeah, much more free now, so I'm going to be putting a lot of time into this. Going to be doing longer streams at night, going to be doing more day streams. Apologies for the language in this song. Let me skip this one. Alright, but yeah, going to be going a lot harder with the streaming, with posting on Twitter. The trade setups last week, this pretty much every single week, the trade setups have been fire. So I hope you guys are enjoying those. But Bitcoin, insane. It's almost at $22,000. It broke 19,000. It's in price discovery. It even broke the Fibonacci extensions. If we take a look at that, so it broke over the 1618. The next thing you're looking at on Bitcoin is the 2618, which is literally 23,700 in terms of Fibonacci, because there is no other resistance here because it's at an all-time high. So I mean, you know, do take caution that the RSI is currently at 84, but the RSI on Bitcoin has been at like 95 before, and it's continued to pump. So Bitcoin is in price discovery for now. As long as it's above $20,000, completely fine, right? If you literally bought if you bought Bitcoin ever, you would pretty much be in profit right now, right? That's how an all-time high works. We need one more like for 20 likes. Hopefully the music's alright. The song's kind of weird, but I'm gonna go with it. And yes, Bitcoin, not too much to do there, just a straight line up. If you've been following me for a while, I need to raise this up. Bitcoin is now up. Literally right now, it's up 100% since when I posted it on Twitter a long time ago. In the beginning of October at $11,000. It's doubled in price. So I had a very small following back then. Not a lot of people saw that, but up 100% since it broke out of this pennant right here when PayPal bought it. PayPal announced that they're listing it to their platform. Square bought it. A bunch of other, you know, big institutions like Citibank have given Bitcoin really good price targets. A lot of fundamentals, but of course there were technical things too, like the upsloping channel, the ascending triangle, the cup into the falling wedge, and then the break of 19,000 or pretty much 20,000, right? So that is Bitcoin. I think there was a bunch of catalysts that caused it. Just major institutional buying, inflation, the dollar going really down in value, and you know, just decentralization, right? And you know, weird times like this. So that is Bitcoin. Great job to anybody who's ever bought Bitcoin. This is a very historic day, so awesome there. Altcoins are doing pretty good as well, like Link, Ethereum, XRP, the list goes on. A lot of money pouring into crypto right now. Just wanted to go over it, even though we do mainly focus on stocks. Crazy stuff on Bitcoin today. So now let's go take a look at Fisker. After hours, closed at like 1533, not too bad. The technicals on Fisker are bullish right now. That's all I'm gonna say. I know people have, you know, their worries about how very often, especially on this down run and when we had the down run over here, every single bounce just keeps on, you know, pulling back. Like you get the demand and then everybody just sells, shorts come in, stuff like that. I understand the worries with that. But if we're just looking at the technicals, remember all I did when it was $9 when I put out the 30-minute video was look at the technicals. They were much more bullish when it was $9 with the bullish butterfly on the daily when I made that video. But even right now, the technicals look good on Fisker. We will see if they play out. But on the daily, it is at a very early stage of creating hidden bullish divergence where you made a very obvious high or low on price and you made a lower low on your MACD. So the daily is good. If we take a look at the 4-hour, it's all right. You don't have any divergence because you made a lower low and then you also made a lower low on your oscillators. So, but the MACD is moving back up. If it could get back to green, that would be great on the 4-hour. And then the real story is pretty much the 1-hour. The double bottom, I talked about it last night on stream. Pretty much, you know, it's confirmed if I'm being honest, right? Just taking a look at the chat. It's really cold right now. $20 donation from Miller TCB to start off the stream. Really appreciate it. And Miller said, just because, good job. Thank you, really appreciate that. Thank you for the $20. Thank you, Miller TCB. But yeah, Fisker, the double bottom kind of looks confirmed. And again, if you were following me on Twitter yesterday, literally right when it broke under the VWAP right here, I warned about it, and then I said, look for 14.99. If that doesn't hold, 14.55. It tested 14.99 on this candle right here, and then it fell down to 14.55. And where did it bounce off of? Literally 14.55 to the cent. Now, what is 14.55? If we take a look on the daily, it's your Fibonacci support. Did not mean to move that. It's your short-term and your long-term golden ratio Fibonacci support. It bounced off of that twice. That is Fibonacci for you. So you kind of have like a Fibonacci double bottom in the works right now. You broke back above the VWAP, which is when I put out another tweet today when the price was 14.90. I pretty much said look for a test of 14.99. If that breaks, then great. You tested 14.99, you broke it. It ran up to 15.55, then it pulled back it pulled back down to like 15.15, and then it closed pretty decently, and then after hours, pretty much around the same price. So you have daily hidden bullish divergence potentially. You have a double bottom at a Fibonacci support. You're above the VWAP. There are no bearish indicators on the chart. That's literally it. As long as you're above 14.99, Fisker is good. You fall under 14.99, then you're looking at 14.55. If 14.55 ever breaks with confirmation, then take caution, right? Because if 14.55 breaks, 13.55 is the next major support if you're just looking left. But yeah, those are your levels on Fisker. You still have the gap fill to 16.50 or 16.51. You get the point there. So yeah, that's Fisker. Up 3.5% today. Up about 6% since the entry. Actually, it's more like 5%. That's a little bit off. Like 5.5% since the entry, even though it was originally up 10% since the entry. What was that, yesterday maybe? Yeah, yesterday in the morning before it fell. So yeah, that's Fisker. We could take a look at PIC now, I guess. Keep hitting that like button. We need one more like for 30 likes. And if you're not subscribed already, we're like halfway to 1,200 subscribers. We're like 1,140 or something. So hit that subscribe button. If you want to send me a tip, like Miller sent the $20, really appreciate it. That is the pinned comment in the chat and the first link in the description. And you know the whole deal. Going to be going over PIC now. Usually how I start off is just with Fisker and PIC. So I'm going to do the same today, and then we're going to get into the chat requests and stuff like that. Thank you for 30 likes. We got 64 people in here. Love to see it. Can we get some vibes in the chat? If you're in here, the 63 people in here, if you can type in the chat, type vibes. Because it was a pretty good day. 3 of the trades hit their targets. Most of the trades are in profit. Bitcoin's at an all-time high. And I'm done with my fall semester of college. So I'm feeling pretty good right now. Trades are great. The stream is great. The support is insane. Really appreciate all the support. So we're going to take a look at PIC. But yeah. Thank you, Spencer Hayward, for the subscription. We got Medic Vibe in the chat. He's pretty much my best friend ever since like 4th grade. Why'd you delete your message, Medic? Come on. Alright, I'm just posting the link to the stream right now, so give me like 1 second. I see the vibes from RMD, Nate, everybody. Thank you for the vibes. Literally just give me 1 second here. I apologize for the delay. But we're going to take a look at PIC chat requests. You guys know the whole deal. Thank you for 34 likes. And yeah, let's get to PIC. Didn't really look at it too much today. Again, I warned, I didn't call it. A lot of people were calling it before me, but we have been looking at PIC since it was down here. There's like 20 different days where I was looking at PIC pretty much all throughout this range. And I said if it broke 200-day moving average, it could go much higher. I had no clue that it could go to 18, but we took it day by day. I put out a trade when it was 12.59. It had the rounding bottom. And, I worked the way through it, ups and downs, a bunch of different calls. Most were good, some were off. And then it hit the 1618, the Fibonacci resistance, and that's where it pulled back. Then it created classic bearish divergence, which I warned about on Twitter and on stream when it was over $16. And then it fell to like 14.20. So that wasn't great, but it looks like your bearish divergence might be done playing out. Stephen M., thank you for the $5 donation. Steven says GAN and up stop loss on Vroom. I will take a look at GAN. had a good day today, I believe. And yes, I would recommend upping your stop loss on Vroom into profit. The entry was like $34. It's currently like $39. So there's no way you should not be able to take profit on a trade that's up over 10%. So definitely, thank you, Dufo, for the subscription. Yeah, I would definitely recommend upping your stop loss. Let me just fix the audio real quick. Does that work? All right, audio's back. We're good. More donations coming in. Anthony McRae, thank you for the $5. He says, Zynga, congrats on the semester. Thank you. I will take a look at GAN, VRM, and Zynga right after PIC. Thank you guys for the donations. Really appreciate it. If anybody else wants to send a tip, it's the pinned comment in the chat. But yeah, PIC. You have the classic bearish divergence, but now the MACD is starting to move back to green. That's great. You're also over 1471, which is pretty good as well. Yeah, I mean, you just really wanted to hold 1471 and you were able to close above 15. The merger vote is on Monday, I believe, for PIC. So, you know, the last like 3 or 4 days, I've been warning about, you know, the technical is not looking so great, but life has really started to come back into PIC. Doesn't have much of a pattern, doesn't have any bullish divergence, but it's much less bearish than it was the last 3 or 4 days, and it's above 1471. That's your support. Your next resistance is 1585. If you ever break that with confirmation, you're thinking like $17 again, something like that. That is PIC. Let's take a look at the donation request. Keep on hitting that like button. We need 5 more likes to hit 40 likes. If you're not subscribed already, hit that subscribe button. If you want to send me a tip, it's the pinned comment in the chat. So I'm going to go look at VRM first from Stephen M. And VRM trade setup that I put out, it is up 16%. So I posted VRM at 34.18 or so. Currently it's at 39.59 and the high from today was 39.93. Great stuff there. But yeah, I will actually take a look at HYLN. I think it's doing something pretty interesting. So thank you for that, Tyler Humphrey, in the chat. Let me just get through the donation requests and stuff. But yeah, keep hitting that like button. We need 5 more likes for 40 likes. We got 60 people in here. Let's skip that song. Alright, where's all the... Come on. I just want to listen to beats right now. Sounds better. We need 4 more likes for 40. Alright, Vroom. Up $16 since I posted the trade setup. And it's pretty much at the first resistance, which was the gap fill to $39.99. If it gets over $40, really there's no resistance until like $43. So like right here, yeah, like 43. So I'm gonna lower this a little bit. But you break $40 with confirmation, you're thinking $43 next. Remember, Vroom got crushed, posted the double bottom with the classic bullish divergence, and that's just what happens, up 15%. So I would recommend upping the stop loss if you took that trade. The other one you said was GAN. And 5% day today. Don't really know why the technicals honestly were not too great last night. I did talk about that. Can't deal with this music sometimes. If somebody has a good playlist without lyrics in it, because I'm talking so I can't have lyrics in it, let me know. At this point I'm about to put on like some piano or violin or something, I don't know. Alright, hopefully this one's better. Carson says, I can't get myself to let go of HYLN. If you did not get stopped out of HYLN, I mean, you probably should have been. It broke all the supports. I warned about it. You know, it was a failed trade, but you should never allow yourself to take on a loss more than like 8%. And obviously depends on your risk tolerance, but at a certain point you have to know when to cut losses, and then you can re-enter afterwards if things, if variables arise, which variables could be arising on HYLN, so that's why I want to go over it. Cheese Puff says, do you think it's ever good to try and make money on dead cat bounces? I think it's good to try and make money in any way of trading, but you want to go for high probability trades, and dead cat bounces are not high probability. So Carson entered at 15.7, so that's a much different story. Then you're good. Then you're actually really good. So yeah, let's finish up the donation requests. Thank you again for the donations, guys. GN, it looked like it broke out to the downside, but you also had that classic bullish divergence, right, on the 4-hour. I don't know why that's like a skinny line. All right, so you had the classic bullish divergence where you made a high low on the MACD and you made lower lows on price. Don't know exactly what happened today, but you also had a 3 white soldiers candle pattern, which pretty much just means like 3 wide-bodied green candles in a row on the 4-hour, and then you found resistance at the supply line. Couldn't break it on this candle or on the next one. You got over it, but then you closed well under it. And yeah, that's GAN. Staying above 1590 is great. I think there also is a harmonic on this chart that Mitch Ray charted, but I don't know which harmonic it was, and I'm not the best with them, so there is definitely some harmonic in play on, did not mean to do that. On this formation, there's like a harmonic, so that could help out as well. Being above 1590, great. So this one got saved. That's pretty much all I got for you, Steven. Is that water in this song? I don't know. That's GAN. Then we have to take a look at ZNGA. I have a lot of ZNGA in my Webull account. Not because I bought it, because I have an affiliate link, so whenever people sign up with my link, it gives me free stocks. And for whatever reason, Webull's only giving me ZNGA. It's like $9. Boko Trader says, DraftKings, please, love what you're doing a ton. Love what you do, learning a ton. Really appreciate the donation. Thank you for the $5. I will take a look at DraftKings and appreciate the support. We need one more like for 40 likes. Thank you for all the donations tonight. I mean, it's had a crazy run. I have not sold the ZNGA that I earned in my Webull account from like the free stocks, but I'm just kind of like holding whatever free stocks I get because why not? Don't really need to cash them out or anything. So it's currently at a resistance right now. $9.50, it's just above it. As you can see, that was your resistance right here and over here. If you get it back above that resistance, I think you have a gap to fill. Yeah, you do. You have a gap just above it at $9.67. So there's a gap fill at $9.67. In terms of a pattern, it kind of just looks like a double bottom. So again, if you get over $9.50 on ZNGA, great. That could send you to much higher prices. You're thinking like $10 first if you can hold above $9.50, only 2 cents over it right now. No divergence on the daily and none on the 4-hour. So there's not much of a pattern in the short term. It kind of double bottomed over here in like this macro double bottom. I'm not going to chart it out, it's kind of obvious, but then it broke over the 200-day moving average, broke over it with the double bottom. Then it back tested the 200-day moving average as support, and then it ran up to 950, which was just pretty much the next resistance. So you hold above 950 and it could keep on running, but if you fall under 950 and you know, if you can't close candles over 950, then you got to take caution on ZNGA. But yeah, that is ZNGA. Tyler says, how do you find gaps to fill? Whenever there is a place where there's no candle, that means there's a gap. So that's pretty much the answer. It's not that complicated. Just if you see from this candle to the next one, there was no candle or data in between, that means you have a gap. And most gaps on the stock market do fill unless they're known as a breakaway gap, which typically is like extremely volatile, where if you gap down or gap up like 30%, like I think how Snapchat did, that never filled, right? So that could be a breakaway gap, but most gaps are not breakaway gaps. Usually you need a really good earnings or bad earnings or a major catalyst to get a crazy gap up. But most like common gaps like this do fill at some point. The question is just when. Thank you, Joseph, for the subscription. Thank you guys for 40 likes. Appreciate all the support. Keep hitting that like button. Keep hitting that subscribe button. If you want to send me a tip, it's the pinned comment in the chat. But yeah, that's ZNGA. Now we're going to take a look at HYLN. The first time I posted HYLN, it was a failed trade. But again, the stop out was much higher than when it went down to, right? This is a newer trade that I have not put out yet. I don't know if I'm going to put out this trade yet. So you guys are kind of seeing it exclusively on stream. I have not made this official on my trading view page. But your 4-hour classic bullish divergence on HYLN is confirmed. You got the MACD crossover and a green wick. That was like the main idea of the first trade, which got stopped out. And then after it got stopped out, I think the stop was like $16.99, and then it went down to $15.30. So if you had a stop loss, that allowed you to prevent a deeper loss. But yeah, classic bullish divergence on the 4 hours confirmed. The daily is very close to confirming classic bullish divergence. If you get a MACD crossover to the green, then you're gonna have 4 hour and daily classic bullish divergence. That would be crazy. And what does classic bullish divergence imply? A price reversal to the upside. So you had a good day today, up 6.5%. You're above 16.18. That's pretty much your only support down here. And the only thing that kind of still worries me about it is you're under $18. Even if I bring this line down like 18.10, I'm just gonna leave it right there. It needs to break back above 18.10 because that was like the major support. So what you don't want to see is you don't want to see it, run up to test 18.10 and then use the previous support as resistance and then dump, right? That would be bad. So if it does retest 18.10, like you're literally really hoping that it breaks above it on the first try, because if it doesn't, it could get scary. You do not want to use 18.10 as resistance, but it is your resistance until you get above it. But that's HYLN. I don't know, I can't talk tonight as always. But that is, yeah, that's HYLN. MLP pretty much just said the technicals on Fisker are bullish, but again, we've been seeing a lot of shorts on Fisker. We've been seeing a lot of the pops getting sold off, so keep that in mind. But if you want to scroll back to Fisker, it was the second thing I went over, and I always post the timestamps after the stream. Bala says SFT potential double bottom. You can take a look at that. Keep dropping tickers in the chat. We pretty much finished all of the donation requests. If anybody else wants me to take a look at anything, any tip $3 or higher, if you for the newer people in here, any tip $3 or higher, I will take a look at it just as like a thank you. I'll look at it right away. Double bottom, not on the daily. You actually have, no, you don't, never mind. No divergence at all. I don't see a double bottom anywhere. I think what you're talking, did not mean to do that. I think what you're talking about is like this low right here and then this one, but you broke under 836. It's currently under support. So I don't know. I would not really, I'm not bullish on SFT unless it gets over 836. That simple. You get back over 836, then we could talk. Then there could be a potential double bottom. But for now, no double bottom. HZO, down a look at HZO. Another trade setup that hit the target today. It hit the target. The target was 12% from the entry. The entry was $30. The target was 34. It hit 34, which was your short-term target, and it went even higher than 34. And remember, there is a long-term trade, which is only if it breaks out. And what did HZO do today? My trade setup, it broke out. It broke out the ascending triangle, very textbook ascending triangle, bullish continuation pattern. The only thing is you still need to clear like these little wicks right here at 35.11. You still need to get about, I can't talk, okay? You still need to get back above 35.11 just for more confirmation, because some funny things might happen if you can't break that. But yeah, your support is like $34, resistance 35. Super easy, right to the dollar pretty much. Whichever way you break will be telling. I already took my profits on the call options just because they were up a pretty good amount. But of course, if you're in for the long-term trade, the measured move of this, every time I can't talk, I'm just gonna not say it, because I feel like every single time I mess up, I just acknowledge it and then I just keep on messing up, right? I need to get more used to streaming, I swear. Not good at talking a lot for a long time. But yeah, I mean, the measured move of HZO is $44. Usually most patterns only get up like 75% of the way, so you're just looking for like $40 maybe, I guess. Take profit wherever you want to take profit. It's already up 12% since I posted it. Ascending triangle with hidden bullish divergence. It was great. What else we got? Palantir, Max, and Bala. Want to look at that? We can take a look. Oh yeah, but on HZO, I don't know if he's comfortable with me saying who it was, but somebody very popular in the internet space that I talked to on Twitter was in on that trade. So great to hear that. Yeah, just somebody, I don't want to say his name. I don't even know if I should have brought that up, but that was a great trade. Super happy. A lot of people made money off of it very quickly, much quicker than I expected, right? Palantir, if you were here like a month ago, I literally was going over Palantir when it was $16. I had no clue that it would run all the way up to 33.50, but I was talking about the ascending triangle, and when it was 16, the target was like 1865, which was just your golden ratio. After that was your 2618, that got crushed. After that was your 3618, that got crushed, and the 4236 got crushed. It hit all the Fibonacci extensions, and then it went even higher, and then it pulled back a good amount. It actually back tested the previous 2618 Fibonacci resistance as support, and then it bounced there. You don't see that too often. I did not go over ABT, but I'm down to go over that for sure. That's another trade setup, only up like 1%. I have some call options in it. I'm looking for a big day tomorrow on ABT, hopefully. It does move really slow, but like if you on the call option I have, if ABT goes up like $1, I make like, if it goes up $1, I think I make like 30% on my call option. So that's high risk, high reward. We're gonna have to see. Palantir kind of looks like it's just in this pennant maybe. I don't know. I mean, this one already had a crazy run. That's your support and that's your resistance. It's not like a real pattern. It's just supply and demand, where the selling is, and then where the buying is, right? So that's Palantir. There's no divergence on the 4-hour. Nothing on the daily. And there actually is classic bullish divergence on the 1-hour. That's a really low time frame. It's also above the VWAP and by the demand line. So if you're looking for like a day trade, and if the market's okay tomorrow, Palantir could offer a day trade. Just looking at the 1-hour chart, you're near the demand line, you're over the VWAP, and you have classic bullish divergence on. You have classic bullish divergence on the MACD and I think the RSI as well. Yeah, very slightly. I'm not going to really chart it, but you do have some classic bullish divergence on the 1-hour at the demand line with the VWAP. So currently it's just indicating short term is kind of bullish. Long term, I have no clue. That's pretty much all I could say. And just a warning, if you ever break under this green, let me fix it up a little bit. If you ever break under this green demand line, your next support is like, I mean, you have a gap to fill, so that's what you're going to probably be thinking about. That's on the 1-hour. I haven't seen the daily, but on the 1-hour, there's like a gap fill to like $24. So you would think that 24 would come next if you ever break this green demand line in the short term. But yeah. Silent Dawn says, small suggestion, if you hide the lines on the MACD indicator, it's easier to spot the divergences. No, I mean, for me, if there's divergence, I'll see it. You know, I've been doing this all year. I don't think I've ever not noticed a divergence if I'm looking at the oscillators, right? So appreciate the suggestion, but I think I pretty much always spot the divergence. It's not too hard to tell if you know what you're looking for. Christy says, several people on Twitter are calling another run on it now, but not you. You know, I don't know. I don't like calling runs, right? Sometimes they do. Maybe about like 80% of the time when I put out a trade, it works out. But 20% of the time I don't. I just like showing probability. I'm never going to say, you need to buy this stock right now because it's going to go up like crazy. I'm never going to say something in those words. All I'm going to, you know, show you is what the technicals show me, and what the technicals show are probability, right? So I literally just said you have the divergence on the 1-hour MACD. You're at the demand line, you're over the VWAP. Those are all bullish things on your 1-hour chart. So in the short term, the technicals are bullish. But in the long term, if we're looking at the 4-hour and daily time frame, which are the long-term time frames, there's not a lot to work with. There's no divergence or anything. Do you need technicals for the price to go up? No. If people want the price to go up and people are buying it, it could go up, right? So that's just my thoughts on that. Don't take that the wrong way. 6 for 6 like Jordan. Yeah, yes. Was it yesterday that was 6 for 6? I think it was. And then I put out 3 more trades and those all were up as well, just a little bit. it was either Monday or Tuesday, but pretty much every single call this week is up except for KNDI, which is down 1%. So like 9 for 10 right now on this week's calls. But yeah, I mean, this is just me using probability and risk management. This is just not me, you know, saying random things off the top of my head because I want the price to go up, right? I don't, you know, I want things, but I don't ever use certainty because there is no certainty in trading. What else we got in here? Rocket, we can take a look at that. That's another trade setup that I put out. The entry was $21. It's currently at $22.38. It's up $6 since the entry of the trade. I mean, what are you gonna do there? Inverse head and shoulders, you know, this is nothing new. Anybody who knows technical analysis saw this. We've been looking at Rocket for over a month. Warned about the drop from $23 to $20. Literally, when it was at 23, I showed that there was hidden bearish divergence on the daily, and I said your next support was 20. And that was like the 2-week period that I just didn't look at Rocket because the bearish divergence was just so clear. And then, I mean, we just, you know, take a look at the daily. The bearish divergence with higher levels of negative momentum at a lower high on price was so clear. And then I didn't really want to talk about it until you got the MACD crossover to green. You did do that. You got the right shoulder. You held the $20 support. You got some more demand. And that is when I felt comfortable putting out the trade. And it's up 6%. It broke out of the inverse head and shoulders. And now I like what it's doing. The MACD is not cooling off yet. You're not even overbought. And your previous resistance is being held as support. So you have the break. Now you're working on the hook, which means you're flipping your resistance into support. And then after that, you're just looking for the go. Now, I don't know if the go is going to happen, right? You never know. Sometimes just, you know, demand does not come in. That's what happened on HYLN. It has the variables. We're going to see if it plays out. If it doesn't play out, you either take your 6% profit and you move on to the next one. But if it does play out, you know, you're looking for 24.91. That's just the target I have using this resistance. And I mean, the measured move, if you want to really take a look at that and you're holding Rocket for a long term, the measured move of this breakout, if this is like a true breakout, and this is just how Thomas Bulkowski would chart it, your measured move would be like $27. And again, this is a very, you know, this structure took 3 months to be formed. So it could take 3 months to play out. It could play out fast, it could play out slow. No way to know. Don't expect anything, just react. Max says, Champs TA above all, great educator for free trading and responsible trading. Appreciate the kind words, really, you know, that's the whole point of what I do, just try and help people out for free. I don't know if my TA is above all. I think there's a few people that know TA better than me, such as Mitch Ray. If you're on the stream, I know I talk about Mitch Ray like every single day. Pretty much the reason why I'm doing all of this. But yeah, $6 donation from Sharon. Thank you for the donation, really appreciate it. He says, your analysis is great and amazing. When you get a chance, can you look into Microsoft? See Microsoft like a breakout, and T-Doc, I could take a look at both of those. He donated $6 for every $3. You know, if you donate $3, I'll take a look at your taker as a thank you. So he donated the double, so I'll take a look at both of those. I mean, take that lightly. If you donate $100, there's no way I could look at 33 tickers for you. So, I mean, all I can do at that point is like, you know, whenever I see your request in the chat, I'll try to look at it for you. But obviously, yeah, like if you guys were here when Print donated the $900 on stream, like I literally just gave him lifetime ticket requests in the chat. Whenever I see him type in the chat, I'll take a look at it. Sometimes I'm just bad at looking at the chat because I just get so into the charts and stuff. We need 4 more likes, 450 likes. Hit that like button if you didn't already. I will take a look at your tickers. Just give me a second, Sharon. Yeah, I owe Print. I told Print lifetime tickers, right? I don't even want to say the total number he's donated, but it's insane. So shout out to Print. If you were here when he donated the $900, that was probably like my favorite. Always here. Print says, great. I have about 42 tickers about to list. Sounds good, Print. We're gonna be here all night. I don't have college right now, so yeah. Bitcoin, Carson, Bitcoin. What's to that right now? is literally $20 away from $22,000. We're gonna take a look at it after we look at Sharon's request. What else? I swear, Sharon, just give me one more second. I'm gonna take a look at your tickers. Fab with the $3 donation. I'm just really trying to interact with the chat because I've been really bad at doing that. Fab, thank you for the $3 donation. CLSK looks like bow flag forming on the daily. Also LMNL. Falling wedge pattern. Bigger wedge pattern inside of a bigger wedge. I'll take a look at both of those. Just a reminder, it's $3 per ticker because some people might go crazy with it. Carson says, how did you run into Mitch Ray? You know, as a teenager last year, I was 17. I was really interested in Bitcoin. Wanted to learn about how, you know, I really wanted to know where Bitcoin could go. So I just looked up Bitcoin Live on YouTube, found Mitch Ray's channel, and I've been watching him ever since for pretty much over a year now. And that's really where I learned everything. He does focus more on technical analysis, but if you request his stock on the stream, he'll take a look. So now we gotta take a look at the donation requests. Gonna take a look at Sharon's first. Microsoft. I hit the wrong one. This song is so bad. Alright, so Microsoft, what else we got in here? TDoc. And then we have CLSK. And then we have LMNL. That sounds like when I tried to say the ABCs as a child. Like, you know, when you get to the LMNOP, I still almost just messed it up. Great. All right, we're gonna take a look at these four. Thank you for the donations. We need one more like for 50 likes. If you're in the stream, for the 58 people in here, if you have not hit that like button, and if you support the free analysis, hit that like button. The streams are about to be insane with me finishing college, so we're gonna be at it in the next month. Well, I didn't finish college. I finished the semester. I wish I would have finished college. Microsoft is in a pennant, kind of. It's not perfect. Something like that, probably. Just in the middle of the pennant. On the daily, no divergence on the daily. No divergence on the 4 hour. What is this? I think I made that before. Wait. Let me keep that and let me delete this. Well, the original way I was looking at it was like, I'm gonna make this orange. When I was looking at before, you know, this was like your first resistance and you got over that. So now that you're over the orange line, you're thinking the next stop could be like 223, you know, just eyeing it. It depends on how long it takes to get to the supply line. But yeah, I mean, there's no divergence. This is your pattern. It's kind of a neutral pattern. Whichever way you eventually break out to will be telling, but other than that, there's not too much to work with. I mean, if you really look at the 1 hour, and again, most people trade Microsoft like over a long period of time, unless you're day trading call options or just swing trading options. You also broke out of like this little range, which I do like. You broke out of 217. So like the short-term breakouts are implying you could be headed to test like 223, something around that area in the short term. But again, that's just eyeballing it, not too much of an edge. And then TDoc sold off pretty heavily. Did it gap down? Looks like it did. It fell under the 200-day moving average. I mean, it's at a support right now, but if it falls, like, there's very little room for error on TDoc. If it falls under 186, your next support after that would be 168. And I don't like this right here. It kind of looks like a mini head and shoulders if we take a look at the 1 hour. I mean, left shoulder is right here, head is right here, and then right shoulder right here. Then you gap down under the 200-day moving average. Yes, it could bounce off of 186. There's a gap to fill at like 195 on the 1 hour. Let me check if that's on the daily. Yeah, there's a gap to fill at 193.47 on the daily, which is not too far away, but you're also under the 200-day moving average. I mean, this thing, like, literally it's hanging on by a thread. This is your price, and if you fall under this line with confirmation, take caution because it could get ugly. 168 could be next if you fall. So personally, I'm not going to be messing with TDOC. Could it bounce here? Yes, but it's not like a super high probability. And then in terms of like the macro, I know a lot of people are holding this as like a long-term play, but I just don't know. It looks like the run for now is not great. Like, looks like 252 is a pretty definitive top. Not, not forever. Who knows what could happen in the future, but we're gonna have to see. But that is TDOC, literally hanging on by a thread and under the 200-day moving average on a gap down. I don't know. TDOC faces new competition from Amazon. What does TDOC even do? Teledoc, is that like digital healthcare? Is that the way to say it? Is that Teledoc? And is Amazon starting up like a digital healthcare platform or something? Yeah, Amazon is like tapping into every single industry. It's like, it's crazy what they're doing. Yeah, Bitcoin to the moon, currently very well on its way. But yeah, CLSK. Again, just no edge on the 4-hour or the daily if I'm being honest. So all you really got here on the 1 hour is just another pennant, neutral pattern. I could see this one going either way. I do like how it's over 15. If you ever fall under 15, take caution. Not too much support under that until like 12:35. It's pretty much right now. Again, this is like such a 50-50. What I do like about it is like you can react to it very well. If you break out to the downside, you're thinking 15 would be next. But if you break over the VWAP on the 1 hour, you're thinking you would test this orange supply line. So just chart the pennant on your own chart and then just watch it play out. It's going to play out to either the upside or the downside, and whichever side it does play out to, you would think that it's going to continue moving that direction. LMNL, classic bullish divergence on the 1 hour, on the MACD and the RSI, where you made a lower low on price, but you made a higher low on your MACD and your RSI, and that is also confirmed on your MACD. Hidden bullish divergence on your 4 hour, only on the MACD. But okay, so your 1 hour and your 4 hour oscillators are bullish. They're showing classic bullish divergence. The thing is, your daily is showing hidden bearish divergence. So solely going off of the oscillators, and you should never take a trade only based off the oscillators. You should be using multiple variables. But I'm just reading to you what the oscillators are showing me. Thank you, Chris, for the subscription. Your 1 hour and 4 hour are bullish, but your daily is hidden bearish divergence, which means you made a lower high on price from $12.75 to $5 or $6, $5.72, but you made a higher level of positive momentum, and that's starting to wane. It's not confirmed. You would still probably need like 4 more days for that to confirm. And it could get demand within 4 days because of the 1 hour and 4 hour classic bullish divergence. So just like, my thesis on this one would be, you're looking for short-term demand with the 1 hour and 4 hour divergence to maybe get you back to test 541. Oh yeah, 541 is a major support. It was your support over here too in March. So I don't like how you're under 541. Yeah, I mean, you're really hoping that the 1 hour and the 4 hour divergence in the short term can get you back above 541, but that's kind of a stretch. That is a 30% move, and I don't know if solely divergence will get you there. You do not have much of a pattern. And then you have hidden bearish divergence. Sorry, I got a little bit confused myself. You have hidden bearish divergence on the daily, so I don't know. The short-term oscillator is looking good, but the long-term potential hidden bearish divergence on the daily under a major support. If you ever fall under 353, which is already more than, it's like 14% away. If you ever fall under that, there's no more support ever. So yeah, I mean, you're just kind of in the middle of this range where your resistance is 541 and your support is 353. And it makes it really hard to manage your risk on a trade like this because the range is 53% tall. That's the right word to use. So I don't know. It could go either way. Honestly, just based on the oscillators, it's implying short-term bullish but long-term bearish. And I just don't think that there's great risk management on a trade like this. That's not saying it can't go up. Obviously, it got crushed. But those are the 4 donations or donation requests. If anybody else wants to send me a donation, it's a pin comment in the chat. And yeah, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button if you have not already. Gonna take a look at the chat. Do you think you'll be posting some day trades during this time off? Absolutely. I never really try and force myself to post trades, right? If trades come to me, then I'll share them. If I find something, I share it. That's pretty much how I do it. So last week and this week, I've been posting an insane amount of trades because I've been seeing a lot of bullish things and they've been working out pretty well. So in terms of day trades, if I see something, I will. The only thing, like the reason I really don't post many day trades, I remember if you were here, I posted the JMIA day trade, which honestly should have been a long-term trade. You know what I'm talking about, print. And then I posted the DGLY day trade 2 different times. Both of them played out for over 10% during the day. And then there was the Beyond day trade I did, which was like 5%. The only thing is, like, usually I look for swing trades. So the main reason I don't post day trades is because I'm spending a lot of my time looking for swing trades. But whenever I do come across a day trade, I'll make sure to share it. So it's not like I'm going into the week saying I need to put out 10 trades this week. It's more just like if I put out 3 trades because I only see 3 good charts, then that's just what it is. If I see 20 good charts, I'm going to put out 20 trades. So it just depends. I've not talked about OPES. I bought the dip on OPES today. Very glad about that. It had a nice rally. We could take a look at that. So I bought this in my retirement account today. I was watching the Stock Watches video, and he was pretty much just going over how BurgerFi has much better revenue than many of the SPACs have. Many of the SPACs don't even have revenue yet, but BurgerFi is a well-established company making profit. I don't know if they're making profit. Don't quote me on that, but they're making revenue a good amount. They have a good customer base. I like their food. I think they're doing a good job. So I kind of just got into OPES as a fundamental retirement play. So I bought it today at like $14.50 and now it's at $15.70. So I'm holding this long term in my retirement account. I'm already up like 8%. So the dip this morning was a gift in my opinion, but the actual IPO is tomorrow if I'm not mistaken. So we'll see what happens with that. Oh, DraftKings. Yeah, I do need to take a look at DraftKings. Completely missed that one. Boko, are you still here? Boko trader requested DraftKings. I really hope you're still here, Boko. I'm really sorry. I was just, all over the place before. I'm going to take a look at DraftKings. Apologies for that again. Just forgot. But we have been looking at DraftKings on stream pretty much every single day since I started streaming. It's a very highly requested asset, and you have confirmed hidden bullish divergence on the 4 hour where you made a higher low on price but you made a lower low on your MACD and you got a MACD crossover to the green. confirmed hidden bullish divergence. It was the last time I looked at it, it was in the range between 48.30 and 52, but it broke out. It broke out at 52 with hidden bullish divergence that we did show on stream. I don't know if it was last night or the night before, but yeah. DraftKings looks good. There's a gap fill to 55.81. So yeah, DraftKings broke out today. There's really not much else to say. Hidden bullish divergence on the 4-hour, broke over 52.14. In terms of probability, there's a pretty high probability that the gap to 55.80 should be filling in the short term. Penn also had a crazy day. What was it, on Monday? And a lot of people were saying, you know, same industry, but why is DraftKings underperforming? And just eyeing the chart, DraftKings has the cup and handle. Just noticed that. So DraftKings looking good. There's your cup, and then your handle would be right here. $12 donation from Guy in Hat. Guy in Hat has been providing the crazy trades. He's given me the ideas for like 3 different trades. I've been shouting him out as much as I can. Follow, what's his handle again? Guy in Hat is learning super quick. He's learning quicker than I did when I started learning about technical analysis. I think his name is, yeah. All right. His Twitter handle is @SomeGuyInHat. Go drop him a follow on Twitter. I don't remember exactly which trades it was. Just eyeing it. I think it was Wendy's was from him. I mean, you could remind me in the chat. There's been a bunch. He's been giving me a lot of great ideas. We've been talking about him. Great stuff. Great job, Guy in Hat. Go follow him on Twitter. He deserves a lot of credit. And he dropped a $12 donation. Really, thank you for that. With 4 different tickers. And we're going to take a look at all of them. So really appreciate that. And yeah, DraftKings. Before I get into your tickers, Guy in Hat, DraftKings, I mean, cup and handle with let me clear this up real quick. So you have a cup and handle, you broke out of it, confirmed. With no, I'm not going to say there's any hidden bullish divergence on the daily, but you got a MACD crossover on the daily with the cup and handle. You broke out of the little range, and there's hidden bullish divergence on the 4-hour. So DraftKings is certainly bullish. As long as it's above 52.14, DraftKings is set up for higher prices. I am probably going to be making this a trade setup. I'm probably going to post it tonight. Jay, I already went over VRM. You could scroll back earlier in the stream. But yeah, either ways, I post the timestamps for everything I go over at the end of the stream, so we can look at that. I can take a look at the fibs real quick if you're looking for targets. Your 1-2, oh my gosh, look at this. Your 1272 Fibonacci extension literally is at 55.81, which is your gap fill. So that really helps with making a target. Your Fibonacci is lining up with your gap fill. I don't know if I've ever seen that. That's pretty crazy. If you fill the gap and you go even higher, your golden ratio, your 1618, is at 58.59, and then your 2618 is at 66. But you got to break 64 all-time high first. And yeah, DraftKings looks pretty good. Probably going to be making it a trade setup. So thank you to what is the song? Thank you to who requested DraftKings, Boko Trader. Shout out to Boko Trader. ABT really fast. Ascending triangle. It's trying to really bounce off this demand line. Bullish divergence on the 4-hour and daily. Oh, you were just saying like, yeah, ABT was another one. Yeah, ABT is from Guy in Hat. I think you requested it in the stream, or you might have DM'd me it. But ABT, it's up 1%. We did say it moves very, very slowly. So I'm not even playing ABT with common shares. I'm playing with call options. Hidden bullish divergence on the daily is very close to confirming, and it's really trying to pivot off the demand line. So that is ABT. And good stuff there. Again, Guy in Hat. Let's see if we could hit that. I have 110 right here just because I was looking at the 30-minute because of my call options, and you have like this little pattern that it's trying to break out of. Kind of failed though, so I don't know. Probably just gonna delete this. This is why the 30-minute is not super reliable. I mean, you broke out right here and then you came back in. It's just like, this is why very rarely will I ever post a chart on the 30-minute unless it's something to do with like VWAP or a double bottom. But yeah, I mean, the 30-minute is just not as reliable as the time frames I look at, which are the 4-hour and daily. So we're gonna have to take a look at Guy in Hat's new findings. He's had some really good findings lately, and those were VIAC. What is going on my TV? That's so loud. Alright, so we're gonna have to take a look at VIAC from Guy in Hat, ORCC from Guy in Hat, URBN from Guy in Hat. I don't know, I keep on saying your name, that's probably kind of annoying. And then HUM. So we're gonna take a look at those. Thank you for the $12. Thank you guys for 52 likes. Bitcoin, Bitcoin is 22K. Bitcoin, let's go. Bitcoin is at an all-time high right now. Oh my gosh, it's pumping live on stream. I posted Bitcoin on Twitter at $11,000. You would have made 100% if you took that trade. I mean, obviously, you'd have to be crazy to not want to take profit on the whole entire run up. But for the people that are holding Bitcoin, for the people in the crypto world, congratulations. I even have like the little Bitcoin in the bottom left of your screen. I put that on stream today because it hit all-time high. Bitcoin is absolutely pumping. I'm going to leave this on your screen for a second. I have to go to the bathroom. And then, Guy in Hat, I'm really sorry to make you wait. But as soon as I get back, we are going to take a look at your 4 requests. So, let me put on a new song. Make sure it doesn't suck. Alright, that's fine. I'll be right back in a minute or two. Let's go, Bitcoin. And Guy in Hat, we're going to take a look at your new findings. I was muted. All right, we're back. Had to go to the bathroom real quick. Guy in Hat donated $12, asked for 4 tickers. VIAC is the first one. Hidden bullish divergence on the 4-hour. You're back at it again with the divergence. I like it, Guy in Hat. Good job. Yeah, you have 4-hour hidden bullish divergence. We take a look at the, did not mean to look at the weekly. We take a look at the daily. You also have, if you're counting this one little wick right here, which very rarely will I ever count, you would also have hidden bullish divergence. I'm not going to chart it because you already have it on the 4-hour. But in terms of like a structure, I mean, this thing just ran from $10 to $36. You're at a little resistance right now. So I'm just charting like the resistances and stuff. 35.89, literally where you close is a resistance. If you can get above it, then you still need to break like this little high right here. If you break that high with the divergence on the 4-hour, your next target is like $40.79. Just remember, it's up more than 3 times since the COVID crash. Then ORCC also has hidden bullish divergence on the daily actually. So I'm going to chart that real quick. Hopefully the music's not too loud. Let me know if it is. You're above the 200-day moving average, which I do like. Hidden bullish divergence on the daily. And you're really going for the hidden bullish divergence, okay? Hidden bullish divergence on the 4-hour. And wow, look at the volume. Look how much volume came in at close today. That is the highest amount of volume you've had since August. About 80,000 on the last 4-hour candle. That's pretty good. I mean, yeah, this one pretty much looks good. I mean, there's not too much else to say. Still needs to break 1337. That was your high from like April 27th and May 8th. If you break that, then on the daily you have a gap to fill at 1466. So yeah, not much of a pattern. Those are your resistances. In terms of support, 1257 is a very strong support. It was your support right here, and it was your resistance like from July until you broke it in November. So those are your levels to look at on ORCC. And yeah, pretty decent. And then Urban Outfitters. Just looking for support and resistance levels. Hidden bullish divergence again. Hidden bullish divergence on the daily. Not much of a pattern. So the thing with a lot of these tickers is like they just all had crazy runs, and hidden bullish divergence does imply price continuation to the upside. The only thing is like with the hidden bullish divergence, you want a pattern as well. I don't see much of a pattern on the daily. Yeah, just not much of a pattern here. So if it gets above 26.94, I mean, you're talking your next major resistance is like 31.37. So I'm gonna make that red. Zoom back in. But yeah, hidden bullish divergence on the 4-hour as well. Didn't even chart that, and that actually looks ready to go. Very close to confirming. COVID vaccine could be helping retail stocks out. And it's not even, is that pre-COVID? Actually, it's right under pre-COVID levels. It already got over pre-COVID levels and then it pulled back. So you're pretty much, you need to get back above $27 if you can do that. And if you can hold $27, your next resistance is like $31. And then HUM. What is going on? Why is that so loud? HUM, classic bullish divergence. Good job with the divergences, Sky and Hat. Off the 200-day moving average, is Urban Outfitters still around? I don't think I've ever worn Urban Outfitters. What's up, Bradley? Thank you for the subscription. I can take a look at NLS after this. Off the 200-day moving average, let me just start charting it. Classic bullish divergence on your MACD, but not on your RSI. You made a lower low on the RSI. Very close to confirming on the MACD. Let's take a look at the daily. We need 4 more likes for 60 likes. If somebody in the stream has not hit the like button, go for it. Wow. I mean, yeah, this is a trade setup. Good job, Guy in Hat. Added to the list of Guy in Hat trade setups. ABT, what was the other one? Wendy's, a couple more. Great job, Guy in Hat. This has what I want to see. Great. You have divergence on the daily as well. On the RSI and on the MACD. Humana Inc. They're in the health services industry. Yeah, I mean, this is a trade. Off the 200-day moving average, out of support with classic bullish divergence on the 4-hour and daily. This is what you want to see. Will it play out? I don't know. If demand doesn't come in, then no. But if the technical analysis, if the probability plays out, just looking at the support, the 200-day moving average, the divergence, probably about a 70% chance of a bounce right here. So 70% chance of this going up. That's what you want to see out of support. This literally has everything I'm looking for on a trade. Kind of like a falling wedge too. Let's add it to the list. Actually, no, it's more like a channel. All right, let me try and see how that would pan out. So yeah, pretty decent channel. Downsloping channel with classic bullish divergence on the 4-hour and daily at the 200-day moving average and a horizontal support. You got two like pretty decent candles on the daily yesterday and today. Thank you, Nusha, for the subscription, if that's how you pronounce it. There you go. That is the trade. Sure, I can line it up for you guys right now. I like this music. This is like the first song I've really kind of vibed with tonight. Otherwise, this playlist is terrible. Whoever made it. I'm not going to say who made it, but... Alright, your entry right now. That's pretty much the entry on this one. Your stop loss would just be under the support. Honestly, literally, just a tad bit lower. $3 donation from Anthony. Really appreciate it. SPR, I'll take a look at that right after HUM. Guy in Hat, are you still in here? This is a trade setup. Shout out to Guy in Hat. Your target on this. So I just showed you like the entry and, you know, my opinion of where you could put a stop loss. Very subjective, but probably don't put your stop loss at 383.48 because that's a support and it could bounce off of it. You want to have it a little bit under that. In terms of your target, like right here, that was your resistance in August, your support in October. $423 is your target. Yeah, that's like your first target. The only issue is the reward to risk is not good on that. So you're risking pretty much about the same amount that you're trying to gain. So that is where it kind of, you know, it's like So that cannot be a target. If you're trying to make a trade, you cannot have a 1.5 reward to risk. You want a 3 reward to risk and higher. So that is what kind of lowers it, right? You want a good reward to risk. I didn't even notice that. Could you go for a higher target? If you're just playing the top of the channel, sure, we can raise the target. That will give you a 2 reward to risk. So at this point, what I'm thinking is you're going to want to tighten your stop, and that's literally it. So you're risking 5% on the trade, but that's a 2 reward to risk. Honestly, I mean, I'm just trying to help you guys learn about risk management right now, mainly for educational purposes. But so currently the stop loss is 3% under a support. Let's lower that. Let's make it 1.5% under the support. Okay, so this is just me managing my risk. Just trying to make sure it does not line up with another support. That does though. What's your reward to risk now? About 3. Let me just lower it just a bit. Let's call it 377. What's your low right here? And again, what I'm doing right now should be very educational. This is what I do when I'm trying to make a trade. You want to plan out where you want to enter, how much you're willing to risk, and you want to plan out where you want to take profit. So you have a low at 377.20. So we're going to make the stop loss 377.10. Stop level 377.10. Okay. And that will give you very close to a 3 reward to risk. There it is. That is a trade setup on HUM. I don't know if there's a harmonic on it. You're going to have to ask Mitch Ray about that. I'm not the best with harmonics. I still need to learn a lot more about them. The only one I know off the top of my head is the bullish butterfly from Fisker. But yeah, let me just label it. It's like 2.8 reward to risk. I'm just going to label it 3. Round it up a little bit. This is a 3 reward to risk, which means you're hoping to gain 3 times more than what you're risking on the trade. You're going for an 11% profit. But you still would need to break 423. So yeah. It has a lot of variables. Downsloping channel, 200-day moving average, support level, divergence on the daily and 4-hour. There is your stream exclusive trade setup on HUM. Probably going to be posting it later tonight on my trading view. And the credit on this one goes to Guy in Hat. You know, I kind of lined it up how I'm looking at it, but he gave me the idea. So shout out to Guy in Hat. Guy in Hat, you need to start posting more stuff like this yourself on Twitter. I'm telling you. You're gonna get a lot of followers. You know what you know what to look for, right? You might still need some more experience, but you know what to look for, and that's all that matters. You just gotta try your best. And you know, only just like a little recommendation that I would give you is like, if you really wanna, you know, because I've been seeing that you're like posting trades, not trades, but like charts and stuff in your theses. Really only post the ones that have all the variables, right? If you see something that's like a 50-50. Don't go for the ones that give you like a 70% probability. That's just like a little one-on-one advice I'm giving to you on stream. You probably already know that. You've learned a lot. So great job, Guy in Hat. Go follow. He says all I can see is divergence. Need to learn more. Well, you're in the perfect place to learn more. Everybody go follow at some Guy in Hat. He's literally given us like 4 different trade setups on stream. So if you're giving credit to me, you better be giving credit to this man right here. Go follow at some Guy in Hat. Pretty cool name on Twitter. Thank you for the trade setup, Guy in Hat. And there you go, everybody in the stream. That is a free trade setup on HUM. And then the other one, I haven't really charted it yet. And I know I have to look at the donation request. Give me a second. The other trade setup that I have not charted and, you know, put the entry, stop loss, and take profit is DraftKings. What is this song?
Well, I came upon a spot that was simply the most beautiful spot
Let's listen.
I've ever seen in my life. And I said at that time, if I ever had the power, I would build a house there. I always wanted a house in the mountains. When I was a kid, I wanted a house in the mountains. And I said, if I ever get the chance, I'll build a house in the mountains. And then it came and I did. And I built it on a spot that
Alright, so HUM is one of the trade setups that we went over on stream tonight. The other one is DraftKings from Roco Trader. DraftKings Cup and Handle. I'm going to post both of these on my trading view later tonight. So if you want to see the chart you're seeing right now, if you want to look at, you know, if you want to look at my charts live, let me drop the link for that in the chat. So you could save that link. Where is it at? So basically all my trade setups, I put out these live charts on TradingView where anybody can visit my charts, and if you hit the play button, it shows you like the progression of the trade. So I'm going to show that to you guys in a second. Let me go over the donation request first. Corsair is up 7%. It had a good day today. Let's go. Yeah, Corsair was bullish. I didn't make a trade setup on it. I'll take a look at that after I look at the donation. I really need to. $3 donation from Anthony SPR. We can take a look at that before we get into the other stuff. Oh, Spirit. That's another trade setup. What am I doing? How did I not memorize that? Shout out to the Stockwatch for giving me the idea on this one. So SPR, another trade setup. I own call options in SPR. So look at this. We have hidden bullish divergence on the 4-hour. This was requested by Anthony McRae. I'm gonna type Guy in Hat's Twitter in the comments if you want to give him a follow. It's at some Guy in Hat. That is his Twitter handle. Go support the guy for providing us trade setups for free. This is SPR requested by Anthony McRae. I got the idea from the Stock Watch on YouTube. You could check him out. Basically, you're right over 3670, which if we go back in time was a previous resistance. So you're trying to break out of 3670 was your resistance on June 8th and on March 26th. If you can really break this level, look what happened. You have a bullish, it was actually a hammer, but it turned into a pin bar, which is still a bullish candle. So I'm just gonna correct that. You have a bullish pin bar reversal candle, and you did see a reversal with that candle, at least initially. You have hidden bullish divergence on the 4 hour, and on the daily you're kind of in like this broadening wedge where it just means it's kind of implying that the volatility is about to increase because the supply line and the demand line are separating from each other. So if you're getting bullish variables like you have with the bull flag, the bullish pin bar, and the divergence on the 4 hour, with your daily saying that the volatility is about to increase, that means you know, it could be time for SPR. This is how I lined up the trade. If you want to take a look at the trade, it's on my trading view page. I'm gonna drop that in the chat in a second. I'm gonna go over that, but I just want to look at Corsair really quickly. Corsair, we went over it on stream last night. I showed the hidden bullish divergence on Corsair. It was up 6.5% today. We went over this on stream last night. Awesome. Always seeking. Thank you for bringing it up yesterday. I believe it was you who brought it up. Hidden bullish divergence on the 4 hour with the double bottom. It broke over 36.38. So Corsair is bullish. I'm going to keep it on my watch list as well. Maybe I'm going to try and see if there could be a pullback before posting a trade because it did go up 6.5% today. So if we missed it, we missed it. Simple as that. But yeah, that goes over I think all the donations. We still got 49 people in here. We need 2 more likes for 60 likes. Again, I'm done with my fall semester, so I'm going to be doing streams a lot more often, every single night except for Friday. And I'm going to be doing day streams sometimes. I'm not too sure about when. I'll drop more info on that in the future. Going to be working on putting out a Discord, potentially making like one-on-one classes. The next month, like literally I'm going all in on, you know, streaming and Twitter and really creating the free trading movement. So things are just heating up. But if you've seen the trades, it's already been heating up, right? So we're going to take a look at pretty much all my trade setups that were in the last week. So we're going to look at the charts. I'm going to basically show you guys how you can view my charts even when I'm not live. Whenever you want, you can take a look at them. I'm going to drop the link in the description after I go over it. But just give me 1 second. What is that? I'm just trying to make sure that I'm not leaking any private info on stream when I show this. Yeah, there's no way I am, right? Alright. I'm going to show you guys how you can see all my trade setups live. Okay. So, hopefully you guys can see that well. Let's go into full screen. Andrew Y is now one of us. Welcome to the free trading movement. Thank you for the subscription. Anthony says, if you go to Discord, please don't abandon trading. Do you love it? Yeah, I'm going to be using this forever now. I don't know. It took me a really long time to start using this. It's awesome. But I only started using it not even a week ago. I've only been using... Alright. I started posting on my trading view for the public 5 days ago. And I want you guys to take a look. In the last 5 days, these are all time stamped. You're going to see how it works. I'm going to drop the link in the chat after we go through it. But I'm going to show you guys. These are all the trades I put out as official trade setups in the last 5 days, okay? Let's just go through it. Number 1, Fisker. Entry, 1455. It's back in range, whichever way it breaks should be telling. Let's hit the play button so you can see. I'm trying to show you guys like how you can see my charts. I'm just going to give you like a tutorial right now. And I'm also kind of bragging about my trade setups at the same time. But that's what we're doing right now. Let's load the bars. In profit, 1455 to 1533. This is up 6% since I posted it. And it was up 10% at one point, but it pulled back. So basically what you can do is you can view all of my charts. you can view it right when I posted it. So I posted this on December 11th. It was $34.59 on VRM. What's the price right now on VRM? Let's hit the play button. Let's see where it went. Okay, I posted this officially on my TradingView page. Any chart that I post on this page is an official trade setup, right? I'm not posting random charts. These are official things that I'm backing. That doesn't mean they're going to go up for sure. There's no way to know. Just probability, so we're going through them. VRM posted at 34, now at 39, up 16% since I posted it, I think. There you go, you see. Posted at 34, those are your candles. Can you guys see that? Yeah, you can see on the right of your screen. You can't see the play button because my chat is blocking that. But there's like a little play button on the right side. All right, let's look at Rocket. Posted it at $20.91. Let's hit the play button. It's at $22.38. It's up 6% since I posted it. These are all in the last 5 days. Kindy, this was a failed trade. No, it wasn't a failed trade, but currently it's a what's it called? Currently it's down 1%. So posted it at 817. Right now it's at 806. We can actually go over Kindy or Candy right after I get over it. Okay, let's keep it going. ABT, this was from Guy and Hat. Pretty much at the same price. It's up like $1. I'm up a decent amount on my call options, but this is a long-term trade. As you can see, I also put a little description. I said long-term, right? On every single trade, I'm going to tell you whether it's a short-term trade, a midterm trade, or a long-term trade. This one is a long-term trade. I showed the entry, the targets, and the stop losses. It's up like 1%. That's ABT. Let's take a look at NLS. Posted it at 1654. What did it go to today? NLS went to 1847 today. It was up 10% at one point, but then pulled back. Now it's at 1802. So the entry was, I had to update this on Twitter because it never got to the entry. So I said the new entry was 1690. So I'm not too sure how much it went up from 1690, but it went from 1690 to 1857. I don't know the percentages on that, but it's in profit. What is going on? Why did my audio switch out? So that's NLS. Let's keep going. Wendy's. This is known as a dragon pattern. The entry was $22. It's only up to $22.52, but it's a long-term trade, as I said in the description on Wendy's. You had a double bottom with the supply line, which is known as a dragon pattern. Right now it's only up 50 cents, but is this good? Do you guys see that glitching out? Alright, sounds better. Wendy's, currently it's only up 50 cents, but at one point it was up a whole $1. So it was up like 4% at one point, now it's only up 2%. I posted this 3 days ago, and it went up 4% at one point. Let's move on. ALXN. This one, it was kind of weird just because I posted it the night before, but you really couldn't have gotten an entry on it because it gapped up, like literally in pre-market, so don't count this one. Yeah, I mean, it went over and stuff, but don't count it, okay? We're not going to count that one because it gapped up in pre-market. Okay, let's move on. These are all in the last 5 days, by the way. All of these. HZO, let's take a look at that. Hidden bullish divergence on the 4-hour. I posted HZO at $31.26. You see it right now. Let's hit the play button. Boom, hit the short-term target in 1 day. That was 12% profit in 1 day on HZO. It hit the target. That's it. There still is a long-term target if you want to hold this. The long-term target is much higher. It could take months to play out, but it has a slightly lower probability than the short-term target. And there you go. The short-term target hit for 12%. I posted this yesterday. I posted this yesterday and it went up 12% today. Let's take a look at SPR. I think it actually went up 12% yesterday. It went up 10% yesterday and 2% today. SPR, we just went over it like when we were looking at TradingView. Same price, same exact price, 0% there. Even though at one point it did go up like 2%, but then it pulled back down. But we just went over this. All right. And then these are like the two newest ones. And these are ILMN is like a midterm trade. It's up like 1%. Cup and handle with hidden bullish divergence. I posted this yesterday. Give it some time. And then Walmart, again, I posted this yesterday night. And yeah, it's down like 0.5%, like 0.5%. And technically it's not even at the entry yet. Can we show the entry right here? I'm gonna go back to my charts and stuff. But yeah, Walmart is technically not even at the entry of the trade. So here's what I'm doing. I'm showing you guys the place to enter based on my opinion, the place to have a stop loss based on my opinion, and the target based on my opinion. You can enter at a different price, you can have a stop loss at a different price, you can take profit at a different price. It's subjective. I'm just giving you entries, stop losses, and targets based on technical analysis, based on resistance and support levels and Fibonacci and measured moves. That's where these come from. I use resistances, I use support levels, and I use Fibonacci to find the entries, stop losses, and targets. So as you can see, we just went through all the trades. I'm gonna drop the link to this page in the chat for all of you guys. This is 2, 4, 6. This is like 12 trade setups in the last 5 days that are completely free. I'm showing you the entry, the stop loss, and the target, and like 9 out of these 12 trades are in profit. Actually, no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 10 out of the 12 trades are in profit. The only ones that are not in profit are Walmart and KNDI, and those are down 1%. And VRM hit the target. What else hit the target? HZO hit the target. So this is all for free. This is all in the last 5 days. I'm gonna drop the link to this page in the description. This is the free trading movement. So I'm sorry if that took long. I just really wanted to show you guys how to use this page and what it really means, because I've been promoting this page a lot. Literally, it's just me putting out free trade setups. I'm not trying to sell you guys the course. I'm trying to sell you guys my free page. That's what I'm trying to do right now, okay? So sorry if that took a while, but I'm trying to show you what I'm providing for free. And in the last 5 days, 10 out of the 12 things I posted are in profit. And the ones that are down 1% since the entry. So if you guys want the link to this page, I'm gonna drop it in the chat. Copy and paste it. Here's the link to this page that I just showed you. This is the link if you want to go take a look after the stream, or if you want to take a look right now. This is the link to this page. Free trade setups. 10 out of 12 that I posted are up, and I've only been posting here for 5 days. If you want to look at the last 2 weeks of trades, I also have a free trading sheet. Right? This was last week's trades. All the ones that are neon green were confirmed profits last week. All of these neon green ones were confirmed profits from last week. Then these were the ongoing trades. Some of them got carried over onto this week, like KNDI, VRM, Rocket, and ABT, and Fisker. It got stopped out at like, I think it got stopped out at like 1625. So if you got stopped out at 1625 on Fisker, it went all the way down to 1450. So you could have re-entered at 1450 when I put out the buy call on Twitter. Right? So for the 50 people here, I'm really just trying to show you guys, like, you know, I'm not only offering the weekly night streams, I have the weekly trades sheet, I have this whole entire page right here, and then let's look at this. How do I do it? I don't know my exact page, right? If you want to access literally anything I'm providing, this is the link, linktree.com. I'm gonna drop this in the chat, it's not .com. So here's the link for literally all of my stuff. It's in my Twitter bio as well if you don't follow me on Twitter. Okay, so this is another page I have. Again, all of this is free. I'm just giving because I really want to help people out for free. That's the free trading movement. So on this page, there's my YouTube link. There's the link where you can send me a tip. There's the trade setups live link, which is this page, right? Also on this page, there's my weekly trades sheet, which is this page. I'm providing all of this. I'm showing every single thing I do to the public, right? My full winning trades sheet, literally every single time. I need to update this because there's a lot more, but these are all of the winning trades I put out. Literally 2 pages worth of stocks between 10 to 100% profit. If you want to see just like my track record on winning trades, you can look at that. All of these tickers have proof on Twitter. Every single one on this, there's proof of it. These are not me just typing in random tickers. There's proof of every single one. We have a disclaimer. You guys want me to read the disclaimer to you? Nothing I say is financial advice. Technical analysis is not certainty, it's probability and can fail. You're liable for any losses you take on. I simply post my interpretations of charts. I have been wrong before and I will be wrong again. It's impossible to trade perfectly. And just because I'm posting a chart does not mean I have to own that, right? I don't own everything I post. I own most things I post, like 90% of the things I post. Sometimes it just depends on how much buying power I have in my account, right? And then just like a little bit more right there. What else is on this page? My free trading course. If you've not seen my free trading course, you can see who I'm subscribed to. Shout out True Trading Group, Mitch Ray, The Stock Watch, Lizard King Trading, Green Wall Street, and Revax Place, whatever. But yeah, this is my free trading course. I have a 1 hour long free trading course as well, from beginner all the way to advanced. If you want to learn about the basics, what stocks and cryptocurrencies are, if you want to learn about candlesticks, support and resistance, patterns, the psychology of trading, Fibonacci, examples of technical analysis, or oscillators, which are your MACD and RSI, a full free course, okay? The free charting software I use is TradingView. This is just like an affiliate link. And then if you want to get 3 free stocks valued up to $34.50 on Webull, that's another affiliate link. So I posted all the links to all this stuff in the chat. If you want to check out any of this, literally all of it's free. People are making you pay thousands of dollars for stuff like this. With the course, with the trades sheet, with a trade setups website, all of it for free. Literally, that's it. There's nothing I'm getting, right? Of course I'm getting donations and I really appreciate that, but I'm not making you pay anything to access this. I'm just providing it for free. So that is what I mean by the free trading movement. And then of course, we're streaming every single weeknight, going over charts. So that kind of goes over everything in terms of what I've been doing. I don't know why I've not showed that on stream. I promoted a lot on Twitter, but that was long overdue. That is like everything that I'm doing aside from the stream in terms of champion vibe. So hopefully that whole entire rundown of all my different things that I'm putting out there helped some of you if you didn't know about it. And yeah, you can visit all of those links. I posted the link to that in the chat. I'm going to post a link to that in the description after the stream ends. But yeah, thank you for 66 likes. That was kind of long, but I think this was a very good stream. It was live for 1 hour and 37 minutes. Thank you for the support, Carson, Dennis, and Evan. Hope you all enjoyed that. But yeah, thank you guys for 67 likes. That was just a rundown of everything I'm offering. I honestly should have promoted that more just because all of that is so useful. And I have put a lot of work into creating all of that. So it was kind of a shame that I did not show that on stream until now. And I apologize for that. I've just been so focused on charting on stream, right? So again, my fall semester's over. I'm going to be going even harder, right? All the things I just showed you, I'm going to be adding to that. I'm going to be adding one-on-one sessions to that. I'm going to be adding, what else am I adding to that? A Discord group to that. Literally all of it. What is up, Cash? How you doing? The man himself, welcome to the stream. Unfortunately, I'm just about to log off, but nice to have you in here. And yeah, that's pretty much a rundown of everything that we've been doing. Hope you guys enjoyed that. And yeah, that was a great stream. Thank you for 67 likes. Thank you to Anthony, Geinhat, Fab, Sharon, Boko, Steven, and Miller for the donations tonight. Really appreciate it. And I'm going to see you all tomorrow at the same time, 9 EST. Going to be posting on Twitter all day. We have 2 new trade setups that we went over on stream, which is HUM. I'm going to also be posting that. And I also have DraftKings. that I'm going to be posting. So where am I going to be posting these trade setups after I create them? Right here. I'm posting them on this page, the page I just showed you, with all the trade setups, 10 for 12 right now. 10 of these are in profit, and the 2 ones that are in a loss are down only 1%. So check out this link, check out all the links. This page has every single one of my links, everything I'm providing for free. Thank you for all the donations, the likes, the subscriptions. I hope you all have a great night. Peace out. See you tomorrow. And that is it.
put the fucking mic on.